First and foremost, welcome to the channel. If you guys are new, which there was a huge jump in the last video, thank you. Welcome to the channel. I am just a moron in a garage with some tools and parts to install. And in this video, we are talking about suspension, as you can kind of tell, because I made a comment that basically says the suspension on the XMAX, I believe, is crap. And I am kind of spoiled with suspension, and that's just due to all the off-road riding and then having a family who knows pretty much everything about suspension. Being that I'm spoiled, I care about this. Now, in the comments, most of you guys did agree with this, and a few of you guys said I was completely wacko. The suspension's great, and you probably weigh about 130 pounds. This here absolutely destroyed my back. Let's talk about what we're doing. Stock suspension on this bike is about as simple as it comes. Now, there is a little bit of adjustment, which is here, and you can spin this. And what that's going to do is compress the spring as it sits so that it's either tighter to make it stiffer, or you can release it so it's going to make it a little bit longer. That's going to make it feel a little bit better. Now, before you go out and spend a bunch of money on suspension, and I'll leave some options down below, you can definitely try to make some adjustments on that. But past that, this is about the most basic thing that you're going to get. Now, they do say that it is just a spring shock. It is not a gas-related shock. There's a little bit of gas in here, so some people would argue that, but technically, this is just a real basic shock. So what do you upgrade to? What is the answer to go to this? Now, everybody, of course, would like to go to Olin's, if I say that correctly, which I agree, they are hands down the top tier. You have YSS, you have RCB, which is what I'm installing. I absolutely love this shock, and there's quite a few reasons. This shock, the stock one, has a simple adjustment. You basically turn the bottom, it's going to compress the spring. Something like this has oil reservoir so that this can cool itself as it goes, which is very, very important. It has got rebound control, dampening control, and you can even compress the spring as needed. But what's really cool about this actually comes with two sets of springs. So you have a softer spring, which is what I have on here. And then if you're going to be riding two up a lot, or you're going to be doing long distance with a lot of weight on the back, it comes with a harder spring. And that guy is right here. And it's very simple to change out on it. All you're basically going to do is take the collar here, bring it all the way up to the top, pull this down, and this just slides out, and the new spring goes back in, and then you make your adjustments. But before we put this on, there's a few things you need to know. Let's talk about it. So the RCB premium shock that's on here has a few different options that you can do. And first off, that's just your spring compression rate. And basically, you're going to want to make sure both of your shocks are the same. Comes with this cool little tool. That is what slides into the holes and allows you to spin this as you go. Now, on this one here, you'll notice there's an Allen key. You actually have to loosen that up to get this to turn. So you can't just stick this in a hole and start cranking it and wonder why nothing's happening. You gotta loosen this first. And then when you're done, go ahead and tighten this back up. Now, what's really good about this, it's a marked hole. So when you go to make your changes, what I recommend doing is loosening it, paying attention to where it's at. So on this side, spin it, and then count how many times it comes around. So 1, 2, 3. So say you do 3, for instance, and you realize, ooh, it's a little too stiff for me. Then all you're gonna do is just back it off one turn because you know that you have 3. So now you're down to 2, lock it back in, go test it out. What's really cool is you can actually do this on the bike. So when you set this up, make sure that this little locking screw is on the outside of the bike, not on the inside. So for instance, I would not take this shock and put it on this side because now it's on the wrong side and huge pain in the butt. Anyways, so that is adjustment number 1. And then you have your rebound, which is here. Basically, your rebound adjustment is not that difficult to do. It's just a little spinning cap here. What you could do is spin it all the way to one side and then see how many times it takes to go to the other side and count out. And I'll explain that in dampening, which is this guy here. So for instance, this guy, if we just turn this all the way to one side and then we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we keep going, there's 42 in this one. So what I like to do is take it up to 21. So I put it right in the middle. It starts me out. Other than that, this has everything that you're going to need. And it does come in a few colors. So pick wisely. This is a black and gold set. That's just kind of what I did for the bike. The other thing it's going to come with is this guy. And basically what this little guy is it is designed to go in here, and that is what matches up the bolt sides on the bike. So when you go to put it back in, whoop, it slides right in. So make sure you have that, don't lose it, because they do fall out pretty simple. Now, I've set these up, everything's done. Let's install them on the bike, show you how easy it is. The answer to your question, do you need a specific jack for this bike? Absolutely do not. Your bike comes with one. That's a center stand. That's gonna lift this high enough so that you have a little bit of play. Remember, you're gonna do one at a time. That allows you to do them both. Now, you will probably have to stick a foot under the tire, just lift it just a little bit to get it to line up perfectly. Don't force it in, but nothing special needed. Let's get to taking that one off. So taking this off is pretty simple. 12 millimeters down here, just a single-sided 12 millimeter. Up top, you're gonna have a 14 here and a 14 on this side. So typically a little socket situational. A little one of these guys comes right off. And then down here, so I like to do the top first, and then I remove the bottom, just because this is one-handed, so I can actually do the motion here while holding this, and it pops right off. Like I said before, you have a 14 here in the front, a 14 in the back, and you just got to break it loose. It's really not on that difficult. And just work it out. There it goes. And you'll feel it kind of free itself up. Now, you can leave this in to do the bottom one if you want. And then down here is just a simple 12, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Bingo. So as you can see, a little finagling and it comes right out. Nice and simple. Yeah, not that bad. We'll just replace it with the other one, and I'll show you guys how to do that. And it's the same on both sides, but I recommend doing one side at a time because one of them is holding your swing arm separated from the bike. So do one at one time, put the new one on. So that easy. The other thing to pay attention to for which shock goes on which side is you'll notice one side is flat, the other is rounded. Your flat side at the bottom is going to go facing outward, so that way that your screw goes nice and flat. So just remember that when you do it. And then all we're going to do is slide this in. Now, I'm not looking to set the bottom just yet. All I'm doing is getting that guy in. And remember, don't tighten it up just yet. Let's just get this in like so. Nice and easy. Don't cross thread it. You don't really have to fight it. Boom. And then we'll, now that this is nice and loose, we're going to do the bottom. The bottom one's pretty simple. As you can see, it's just going to slide right in. If it doesn't do this exactly, just give it a little twist and it should go in. And then we're going to take our screw and basically find our hole. And this is where I was saying you may have to lift the back tire just a little bit, just like I just lifted it with my feet, nice and easy. And that gets you lined right up. And then taking our 12, getting it nice and cranked down. And poof, you are good to go. Now that we have that guy installed, pretty simple and easy. Same thing here is just taking it apart. We're going to stick our 14 in. Get the cranking it down. Nice and easy, it does not take much. And that is what a finished product is going to look like. It's nice and in there. It gives me access to everything I need so I can make my adjustments as I'm riding the bike itself. I can change everything here, turn this as needed. So everything is off. I think it looks really good. The other thing I like is it's black and gold, so it's going to match the scheme of the bike as we change different things. But I know these work really well. I've used them before in the past, and I cannot express. If you need to spend a little bit of money on the bike, I believe suspension is definitely the key starting point. I really like these shocks. I think they look good. Thumbs up for me. As you can see, installing suspension on the bike takes no time. If I wasn't filming, 15, 20 minutes max, even in this 100-degree weather that we have on the weekend. Now, a big shout over to RCB Shocks and Suspension. I have the V-Series here. You can order these in different colors, so just depending on what color scheme you want to go with your bike. I like the company. I think they do a great job. I've ran YSS, I've ran Olin's. I don't want to spend $1,200 on shocks for that guy when it doesn't need it. So that is exactly why I'm not running those on that bike. What I would also say is I do like that it has a bunch of adjustments on there. So if you do put these on there, go out and spend some time setting them up. Now, I've set these up for me because I've set them up on another bike, so I know exactly where I want them and how I want them. Some people have said the stock suspension is perfectly fine. I think it is absolute crap, and that just comes from just spoiled in suspension. I believe suspension is a big integral part of bikes. Some people argue, and I'm not here to argue with you guys. That's your decision. It's your money to spend. But I would tell you that if you're looking for suspension and you're going to make a change, don't just buy something similar to the stock shock. Why trade one evil for the same? Spend a little extra money, get you something like an RCB, get you something like YSS. Again, no affiliation. So I really don't care what you buy. What I care about is that your back doesn't hurt and that you're riding safely and you're out having fun, because that's what it's all about. And I hope you enjoy doing the installs. And that's why I make these videos, is I want people to do the work for themselves as long as they see they can do the work. And I'm not a pro, and I'm, legal notice. I'm not here to tell you exactly all the stuff, because I don't know crap. But what I'm doing is I'm showing you this is a great example. This is how I install it. And if it works for you, it works for you, and I hope that it does. Anyways, I'm going to wrap up the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, all the crap before. We have a ton of stuff, as you can see by that table, that needs to go on this bike. What am I going to do next? I really want to do the levers, because I just hate the black levers. Big shout out to everybody that is new. I want to thank you guys for, sticking around, subscribing, liking my video, commenting on my video. I try to get back to everybody. If I didn't get back to you, I greatly apologize. I tried. I never realized how hard that is when we're, especially cracking 100 some comments. So I try to go through it and hey, did I miss one? So if I did, I greatly apologize. It's not that easy. Who knew? Some people hire people. I'm not there. So, and I'd rather give you my honest words. Other than that, yeah, we'll see you guys next time. I don't know what the install video is, but it'll be in a week.